Why unread books cost you more than money and how they steal your mental power. You're welcome to Speed Reading Short Break Series Day 15. We often think of unread books as just wasted money. Books we bought, but we just felt like, well, I didn't have the time to open them. I couldn't do that. Books we bought, we never opened. The truth is, they cost you far more than just money. They quietly rob you of your mental energy, your momentum, they clutter your mind and slow your progress without you even realizing it. And today we're going to have that conversation. Hi, I am Leslie Grace, the founder of the Smart Speakers Academy. And today I want us to talk about how books actually can move you from the point of broke to billionaire. And today we have Bree Edem as the first person to join us today. Hi Edem, I see you. Okay, let's move. Welcome everybody to today's conversation on Speed Reading Short Break Series. We're here every Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. to have this conversation because I feel like you need to have this skill of speed reading, and we're here to teach you that skill. Today I want to show you why unread books are a hidden mental tax. Yes, they are. And why they hold back billions of people, professionals like you, from becoming the best version of themselves. Unread books steal your mental momentum. No, you're not just losing money not reading those books. Your mental momentum is being stolen away from you. And we're here to help you get it back. Your brain thrives on progress and forward motion. That's how your brain is built. When you see stacks of books, like you can see behind me now, right? Gathering. So when people have this kind of stacks of books in their libraries, in their study rooms, in their offices, wherever, and these books are beginning to gather dust, your subconscious, interestingly, starts to register unfinished business in your mind. Now, this is important, okay? And this mental cluster drains energy. That's the sad part. So you do not know why you feel like you are not motivated. You do not understand why most professionals feel like, oh, I'm tired. I don't even know what to do. I'm drained. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is the reason. That stack of books unread is largely connected to the drain you feel. Professionals like you stop themselves from becoming the best version of themselves because of these lingering feelings. Unread books steal your mental momentum. Now, mental clutter drains energy and focus because your brain is wired to close open loops. According to a famous research that was done by Dr. David Allen, right? Things done improves the energy and the vibe to continue. Now, the sad part is things undone, incomplete task, even mentally incomplete task, like the sight of unread books, are capable of reducing cognitive performance. Shocking, right? Yes, actually, they're capable. Unread books represent incomplete learning goals. It creates cognitive dissonance and mental friction in your brain. This slows decision making and creativity. Have you noticed this in your life? I see everybody joining in. Hi, Big Yo. Have you noticed it? It's as if there's a shift. You struggle with decision making. You struggle with creativity. You struggle with speaking. This is because there's a large mental clutter. The sight of books that are unread are just there, lying fallow. Every unread book is a missed opportunity to feed your brain with new ideas that spark breakthroughs. And of course, today we'll be having this conversation in the lines of Stephen Akintayo today. So let's continue. But I want to show you that your brain releases dopamine when it achieves milestones. Not finishing books means that you are missing out on these small but powerful neurochemical rewards. That one single book that you can finish gives your brain the opportunity to burst you up with dopamine, burst you up with energy of, oh, I finished this task. I'm done with this. That's why it looks as if, oh, in our inner circle program, we're doing 1 book a week. We want you to have this dopamine flooding even weekly. Now, this dopamine is good for you. You see, unread books generate subtle anxiety. And anxiety is what you do not need. No, you don't need it. Because they are reminders of knowledge and growth that you haven't claimed. You start to have some sort of feeling of not being good enough, of not being competent enough. You start to have struggle with imposter syndrome. And this can contribute to mental clutter. And it links largely to lower IQ scores, reducing working memory, and higher stress hormones. This can make you lose mental clarity because your brain is multitasking between what you should do and the undone task that you have. And multitasking is not your friend. Shocking, right? This mental friction can even affect sleep quality. It leads to unresolved goals playing on your subconscious at night when you should be resting and sleeping. You begin to think of all your unresolved, incomplete, unaccomplished goals. So can you see that unread books actually cost you more than money? It costs you a lot more than money. Because they block opportunities. Each book you do not read is a missed chance to improve your skills, your mindset, your network. And of course, you know that network is what determines net worth. Network, of course, is what determines your net worth. Now, studies show that lifelong learners who read regularly earn higher and enjoy better career advancements. That is why I say that books are billionaires' bodies. Yes. Name any, we can go through it again. I've mentioned several. I've mentioned how Bill Gates, as wealthy as he is, does 50 books a year. The question is why 50? The question is why this much? See, these billionaires have come to realize that learning more is earning more. And today I love us to talk about Stephen Akintayo. Stephen Akintayo is a Nigerian entrepreneur. And his story got me so, I heard of Stephen Akintayo from my husband. And his story got me quite fascinated because he was from what we would call a poor background or a seemingly unprivileged background. But guess what? At 17, Stephen Akintayo picked a book that turned him into a billionaire. Today he's a billionaire dealing in estates in the US, UK, name it. And yet he's so young. Yes, he's so young. He read a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And that moved him from broke to billionaire by books. He's a Nigerian entrepreneur and best-selling author, recognized by Forbes for his impact, credits much of his success and journey towards billionaire status to transformative books. Of course, I just mentioned one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and his own acclaimed titles on wealth building. He's written so many books. I've seen his books, Billionaire Codes and all of that. Hi, Soibi, I see you. Now, the knowledge gap widens when you do not read. It leaves you behind in a fast-paced, competitive world. Like, how are you going to cope? Okay. Innovation and fresh thinking comes from the ideas you consume. Unread books limit your ability to connect with others intellectually. This is what people call impromptu speech. That's what the Smart Speakers Academy is all about. That's why we cannot separate reading from speaking. Now, I know that, we're the first to actually come out publicly to say your speaking is not independent of what's in your brain. were the first to come out this loud, to build a connection and build a chain to say, hey, smart reading gives you smart thinking, which results in smart speaking. However, I would love for you to also pause and think about it. Are there spaces you found yourselves and you feel like, I cannot have a conversation here, or I cannot talk with this person, or I was caught impromptu? See, impromptu speech does not live here. As Smart Speakers Academy, we don't know what that means. You know why? So long as your brain keeps engaging in smart reading, you would never be caught impromptu. That's in the case of speaking. But interestingly, as a billionaire or an aspiring billionaire or someone who wants to be a financial mogul, see, learning more is your greatest secret for earning more. Social capital grows with knowledge. Unread books limit your ability to connect with others intellectually. Your children observe your habits. When they see books gathering dust in your home, they internalize a message about the value of knowledge or the lack thereof. Most adults struggling with reading, they never saw their children read. They never saw their parents read, I beg your pardon. I grew up seeing my dad read. I grew up seeing my parents read. And that's one gift that any parent wants to give to their children. Your children should see you read. Your children should see you value books. Your children should not see your space filled up of books that are covered in dust. It's not just costing. Can you see with me? I just want to show you that unread books do not just cost you money. In fact, money is the least thing it's costing you. It's costing you a transgenerational culture. You are shaping destinies. You're shaping the way your next generations will see books. Are they going to see them as something you just bought because someone came to market the books to you? Or are they going to see them as assets, as part of legacy? Now, we just celebrated Children's Day a few days ago. A lot of parents would think that, oh, let me give my children a treat. Some would even go and get books for their children. But the question is, the value your children will place on books or on reading is largely tied to what you do. Ultimately, unread books are missed investments in yourself and your future. And you are the biggest project there is that exists. Unread books slow you down. It slows your memory down. It slows your brain growth and learning ability and agility. Reading actively rewires your brain by strengthening neural pathways and improving cognition. Can you see? It's costing you more than money. It's not a matter of, oh, this book, and I just wasted money too. It's more than money. It's costing you more than money. Research has shown that people who read regularly have better empathy, understanding, emotional intelligence. Speed reading paired with comprehension maximizes this growth because it allows you to consume more books faster. And hey, you are not sacrificing comprehension by consuming these books. No, you are not. You are not sacrificing comprehension by consuming these books. All you need to do is to get the speed reading skill. It costs thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars all over the world to learn speed reading. But all you need to get it with us is just $19,999. And you join the class June 20th, and that's it for you. You do not want to miss this opportunity. No, you don't. Okay, sorry about that. I hope I can still be seen and heard. All right. Unread books mean your brain's muscles aren't being exercised, which leads to mental stagnation. You don't want to deal with that. See, being physically stagnated in a place is nothing compared to how bad mental stagnation can be. Because you can be called up for a presentation, a pitch, anything, and then you're just stuck. Mental stagnation. Unread books mean that you don't finish books, and this learning circle is incomplete. Knowledge cannot be applied. Knowledge cannot be synthesized, yet it's just sitting fallow in your bookshelf. The brain craves novelty. That's the way God created our brain. Your brain craves new things, novelty. Unread books are untapped sources of new experiences and perspectives. Are you seeing that it's costing you more than money? Like money is the least price on the altar. It's the least price. The habit of consistent reading builds mental discipline that spills over into areas of life. Unread books represent stalled mental evolution, while reading speeds your path to smarter, faster thinking. The faster you read, the smarter your brain, the faster your thoughts, the more crystallized and articulated your thoughts. Now, why does this all matter? Because professionals who master the habit of finishing books gain a huge competitive edge, especially in this generation. Especially in this generation. They unlock new skills, innovate, and they become thought leaders. See, if you want to be the head, something must be in your head. Something of value. Something must be continuously upgraded and updated in your head for you to be the head. Now, this is exactly why we created the Speed Reading Short Break series. This is exactly why we created the Speed Reading Masterclass that's coming up on June 20th, 2025. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. Because unread books are not good for you. No, they are not. They are not good for you. You need to get those books on your shelf read. Now, speed reading combined with the smart weekly system can transform your reading habits and your life. How do I begin? I know you're now feeling, oh, but the books on my shelf are just too much. Where do I begin from? It's simple. Use the link in our bio or put in the comment section speed, and the team will reach out to you now. And they'll give you details for you to pay for the June 20th Speed Reading Masterclass. End the circle of unread books. You know, the human brain loves novelty. By default, somehow, our brain feels some kind of way when we cite books. We actually want to buy those books. Some of us even go ahead to buy those books. And we're trapped in this guilt and pressure of citing books that we bought, but we've never read. See, this isn't about guilt or pressure. It's about mental comeback. You cannot keep on being in that circle of guilt, circle of pressure. When will I read these books? Just focus on your mental comeback. Your reading redemption, your future unlocked. So, you know a friend, you know a professional struggling with reading, right? Share this video with them. Tell them of the Speed Reading Masterclass. Follow this page if you are not. Turn on your notification. We're here every Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. to show you that speed reading is the skill that you need. See, interestingly, just a little percentage of the world's population actually have this skill. Interestingly. And now that's why we have over 80% of the world's wealth in the hands of 20% of the population. Because that's about the ratio of people that actually have the skill. They've learned this skill, they've mastered. Reading cannot be boredom to you. That's because you're reading too slow. Just imagine driving slowly. Just imagine driving as if... Can someone give me a speed example of very slow driving? You're going to be bored. At some point, you feel like... I remember boarding a vehicle that was very slow some years back. At some point, I said, I'm not doing this. I'd rather walk down to my location. Have you ever felt that way? There's a way a vehicle will be so slow that you feel like, you know what, let me just come down and walk. That's what slow reading does to you. At some point, you just feel like, you know what, I don't want to read anymore. That's because you're reading too slow. The way you were taught reading at age 6 favored you then because you were a child. Now you are an adult. Any attempt to read that way is going to be boredom. It's going to be boredom. It's going to be uninteresting to you. The next thing is you keep the book. I mean, how many of us have books we started that we never finished? Let me know in the comment section. That would be hard, right? Most of us have books. You are guilty, yes. You have books in your shelves, unread, and you're wondering, tomorrow they'll bring another one you buy. Another friend of yours will publish a book or someone will tell you about the book. And you're like, okay, I think I need this book. You know when you cite books that the titles hit your needs and you feel like, I know that if I sit down to finish this book, I'll get my solution. Do you have books like that? You bought them. You may continue still buying. But the problem is, when are you going to read these books? So, before the early bird price is taken off, register for the Speed Reading Masterclass. June 20th, you just have 2 hours that day to learn the skill of reading fast and not losing comprehension. And you'll be amazed at how much books you cover without losing comprehension and how much creativity you'll be able to work on. Hi, Julie. I see you. Just by learning this skill. So, share this video with a professional that you know that's struggling with reading. Let them know the solution is here. Let's end the circle of professionals having shelves full of books unread. Let's end the circle of starting books and never finishing. See, starting to finish is a skill. And one way you want to hone that skill is by reading books, starting the books and finishing them. You do not know how much dopamine and mental clarity. Hello, I see you, Amaka. You don't know how much clarity and dopamine that will be released to your brain just by the sight of books that you have finished. Come on now. We still have 30 weeks to go this year. You can still do 30 books this year. We can assure you. The beauty of the Speed Reading Masterclass is that we'll have a community. We'll have a private community where we'll guide you and show you how to actually read books. The community is just for those in the Speed Reading Masterclass. And if your struggle or the reason why you are not reading books is because you struggle with distraction, you struggle with time, you are struggling with, how do I manage my time? Or you're even struggling with focus. See, the Speed Reading Masterclass is complete. We have about 4 guides that we're giving you. One of the guides we're giving you is the distraction management kit. It's for professionals. A lot of professionals are dealing with this distraction of a thing. And it's what I suffered from. I suffered with distraction. Like, I'll pick up a book and I'm distracted. Something is calling me. Emails there to be checked. A colleague is calling me. Job needs and things just there. Parenting, married, things that are just calling your attention. You need this distraction management kit. We're not selling it to anybody. We're giving it to only those that will register for the Speed Reading Masterclass. Another guide we're giving you for free again. This distraction management kit is worth over 25,000 naira. But it's going to be given to everybody who registers for the Speed Reading Masterclass for free. Another guide you're getting is your peak day planner. Listen, the reason you're struggling with reading is because you have not understand the system for planning your peak day. Now, as a professional, again, that's why our systems are created for busy professionals, if you get what I mean. We've created it for that busy barrister, that busy banker, that busy toddler mom, that busy businesswoman, that busy architect who's designing houses all over the world, who wants to read but do not have the time. That's the system we've created for you. So one thing our Pick Day Planner would do for you is that it's customized, it's tailor-made for you. So like I said, it's a guide, right? The Pick Day Planner guide will walk you through your own day, your own ideal day, and let you know when is the plan the whole day for you. When I was able to hack and master my peak day planning, I was able to hit a book a week. So again, the things we give at Smart Speakers Academy are things I'm a busy professional, like, for lack of a better way to put it. You want to see my schedule daily. I'm a busy professional. So that's one thing that will help you, right? Fast Flow Focus Kits, another thing we're giving to all professionals. Everyone who registers for the Speed Reading Masterclass will be giving you the Fast Flow Focus Kit. So people keep asking me this question: are you sure that speed reading wouldn't make me lose focus? Absolutely no. No, you're not going to lose understanding or comprehension or focus because we did a live reading of my book Mastering Speed Reading for Business Professionals yesterday and the day before, and I explained that the thing is speed and focus are linked. Can you remember driving on high speed? What happens? You're focused. Anyway, but you need a Fast Flow Focus Kit, and it's worth about 15,000 naira, but it's free for you, everyone who registers for the Speed Reading Masterclass. And finally, you get a private speed reading community. You see that speed reading community? You need it. You know, we say it this way, that when motivation fades, community stays. When motivation fades, community stays. So that community will be there to hold you by the hand. I will be in the community to hold you by the hand to ensure that this skill is implemented. So it's something you do not want to lose at all. The speed reading community is a different community. You're not going to be joining a community. No, 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 no. It's a community for you. Everyone who registers for the Spirit Leading Masterclass will be in that community. And I'll be there to walk you through this journey. So you can imagine where you're not just getting skill, you're getting a system, you're getting a community to actually put the skill into practice. So use the link in our bio. Put in the comment section, speed. And the team, once they see your comment speed, the team will reach out to you immediately and give you details, show you how to register for this class. Share this live with everybody. Tell them of the masterclass. Do not let your professional friends, siblings, relatives that you know that are struggling with reading, do not let them be in that place when there is a way. When there's a way out. And yes, we're the first to bring you to You Smart Reading. We're the first to bring... Hey Mama. I see you. I see my mentor. Oh, such an honor. Please send some loves to Unspeakable Joy. Please send some loves to her. Hey Mama, I see you. Such an honor to have you here, ma. Okay, so please send us a DM to register for the Spirit Leading Masterclass, and we're done for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we don't have the Spirit Leading Short series. We'll have the Smart Speaking Symposium tomorrow, and we'll be here at 7 p.m. So the Spirit Leading Short Break series continues Monday next week. Every professional you know shouldn't miss this series, and you can always catch replay. So thank you so much for joining us. Share this live. Love it if you love it. Put a comment if you need help with registering for the Spirit Leading Masterclass, and we will be there to help you. Thank you for joining us. Follow us and turn on notification, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the Smart Speaking Symposium, and on Monday we'll be back for the Spirit Leading Short series. Remember to stay smart, because this is the smart world.